Whether you've been on your personal style journey for a couple years now, or maybe you're just starting, chances are you have beautiful pieces already in your closet that you can style in new ways and rework to make them feel very fresh. So in today's video, I want to share my top tips for how to shop your own closet. These are updated for 2025 and can make this process a lot easier and a lot more streamlined. So let's get started. So when it comes to shopping your own closet and working with the clothing that you already have, it's really important to start with your favorite pieces. I think this can eliminate a lot of the guesswork and a lot of the stress, and ultimately eliminate a lot of that wanting and that desire for new things when you really don't need anything new. So I like to go into my closet and start with maybe one or two, maybe three pieces that I'm really loving at the moment. Things that I know I feel really good in, things that I feel really comfortable in, things that work for my lifestyle, and things that I gravitate towards naturally. But maybe I've been wearing them kind of the same way recently, so I want to change them up and make them feel a little bit fresh. Now, once you've isolated these pieces, it's really important to break out of that constant thinking that you've been stuck in and that cycle of kind of re-wearing the same way. And the fastest way to do that is to search for fresh and new inspiration, but do so with a very targeted focus. So taking those items that you've selected, you're going to search specifically for those pieces. So for example, let's say one of your favorite pieces this time of the year is a cashmere crewneck sweater. You're going to search for cashmere crewneck sweater outfits. And then more importantly, you're going to start adding on terms that are going to really specify those for different outfits and different versions that you're looking for. So maybe cashmere crewneck sweater outfit, but casual, or cashmere crewneck sweater outfit stylish or chic or put together. And this is going to give you a lot of inspiration. And then as you're searching through these inspiration images, the really important part here is to isolate those that match as close to your piece as possible. Otherwise, you're going to end up kind of back where you started and start going down new rabbit holes of wanting new items. Now, once you've done this for a couple pieces that you've isolated from your closet, you're going to start putting these outfits together. And I like to do this in small, manageable chunks, so maybe 1 to 2 outfits. Don't get crazy and get really carried away because it's going to start to feel overwhelming. And if you get dressed the way that I do, you're going to start to have inspiration and start thinking, oh, I could pair this with it or try this. And then the next thing you know, you have a giant pile of clothes on your bed, and that makes the whole task a lot more daunting. And so what I like to do is isolate again, maybe 1 to 2, 3 at the most outfits. And once I've got it down to a place where I really like, and I feel like it's replicating the inspiration, but still feeling like me, then I will snap a picture of that outfit and save it. And this is going to be essential when it comes to actually getting dressed. Because then when you go to reach for that piece, you can refer back to these images and have your own inspiration. Now, it's also throughout this part of the process that you're going to want to personalize things with your own interpretations and your own accessories, and really start to trust your instinct. And that's where the personal side of personal style comes in. And that can be really daunting as you're first getting started because you're kind of wanting to figure out what you like. And that often comes from copy and paste or repeating. And it's a very valid way to get dressed, especially as you're first beginning, but you don't want to get trapped in that cycle too much, and instead allow yourself to have that freedom to experiment. So by finding these core pieces that you already love, looking for inspiration images, recreating those outfits, and then personalizing them, you're eventually going to come around to something that's uniquely you. And it's where the real fun comes in this whole process, and something that you can use throughout your entire personal style journey. And then the last part of this whole process is to repeat. You can repeat this with other items from your closet that you're particularly loving, or just in different variations based on those initial searches. And like I mentioned, definitely focus in on the customization and the personalization, and have fun with your styling. It's in this part of the process that you can really start to figure out what you love and what you don't love. And maybe start to, if we're using the sweater example, layer a t-shirt underneath, maybe a turtleneck underneath, roll your sleeves, cuff things, tuck things in, leave them out, and really start to focus in on what you ultimately love. So I hope that these tips are helpful for you, and I would love if 2025 becomes the year when so many of us start to really shop our closets more and really focus in on re-wearing those pieces. I think we do this naturally and instinctively, but by changing it up and keeping it feeling really fresh and current, we can do so in a way that feels very exciting rather than like a necessity. And I think that's a really important psychological shift in how you view your closet that really allows it to have longevity. So like always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Have a great day.